throw on our money mantle. Oh, is it eating again? Oh, it looks like it's eating again. Knock down. Well, it kind of just ate and ignored us. That works. There's a Beatotus in the area too. Also looking for food. I think we're about 15 minutes in. Viper Toby should be getting weak. I didn't see it limping, but its life must be getting low. Keep an eye out for signs that it's nearly done, and then we'll try and cap it and finish the quest off. Oh no, it's down this way. Yeah, not quite sleepy yet. Ow. Stuck in mid-animation. I have my herbal medicine on the item wheel on tap because the relatively quick consumption along with the slight health recovery on poison is pretty useful for this particular fight. Okay, just trying to run there. Fighting this particular monster in close quarters is definitely not ideal. Doesn't give me a lot of room to kind of maneuver around its attacks. Something sapping my stamina? This is kind of weird. I need to be careful. I do not want to be a sitting duck against this particular monster. Right there. 400. It's a big hit. go! Got it out of the air again. Getting lucky with those. Wow, 523. It's a lot of damage. Can't take much more of that. It's got to be getting close. Oh wow, didn't even get to limping state. Alright.
You still in one piece, Card? Let's meet back up where we split off.
A little under 20 minutes to take down Viper Toby. In general, most of the Master Rank fights are going to last about between 20 and 30 minutes until I get some optimized gear. I'm not going to be steamrolling things quite as fast like I was doing on high rank. That's okay. Not bad. I expected that fight to be a lot more difficult. I think the increased defense overall was the main factor for that. There's a couple of pretty challenging fights coming up, including Fulgur and Janeth. That's going to be a challenge.
Well, shall we? Watch your step. Would you look at that?
Doesn't look like a ship from any of our fleets. No, this is older than the Commission itself.
Found you. Take a look at this shard. Never seen anything like it. This handwriting.
You've seen it?
It was long before the first fleet was dispatched. There was an explorer searching for the new world. I hoped our paths would cross again. Let's see. Monsters displaying disturbing behavior. Song.
Song?
I found a shard. I'm not sure how it was created. I need to check. Sorry, but I can't read the rest.
The Legion has sudden migration. And Song. These notes we found. It's happening right now.
So this thing might be the key to this whole mystery.
Yo! We've been looking all over for you guys. Whoa, look at this old relic.
Can you focus on your job, please?
Sorry.
Astera is calling back its hunters. We need to return ASAP.
What? My grandfather's. I think they're the same.
Wait. You're telling me he brought this from the New World?
I thought I was getting closer to the truth.
Then we'll get there together. You want to know what really happened, right? Same as me. We won't let this get away from us.
Thanks. But...
Kid, you either come with me or go home. Don't second guess yourself. There's no time.
Hey, don't worry. I can fill in for you and help while you're gone. For the time being, allow me to be your handler. Sound good?
An
Yep.
offer from the best handler in Astera? You'd be crazy to refuse.
Everyone, thank you so much.
Glad to have a partner.
Have fun.
Okay, looks like we're done here. Let's go.
Good luck.
This won't be for nothing. Partner, take care.
At this point in the story, the regular handler leaves for a bit, and the serious handler takes her place. And while I think the regular default handler is alright as a character, the serious handler is much cooler. It'd be nice if they gave you the ability later through DLC or whatnot to switch the characters on a permanent basis. This is just for the story. But we'll proceed. We got a bunch of Viper Toby bits for that. Some research points on Bonborough. You can look at the gear we got for defeating Viper.
Thanks for coming on such short notice. Now, as for why I called you back, hold on. Where's the little gourmand? Still finishing off a few steaks at the canteen?
Actually, she's engaged in another investigation at the moment. I'll be supporting her partner for the time being.
I see. Very well then. Let me fill you in. There have been reports of unidentified subspecies in the Wildspire Waste and the coral. One seems to be a subspecies of Paolumu, and the other of Puke Puke. The Analytics Division theorizes that the sudden appearance of new subspecies may be linked to whatever caused the Legiana crossing. Their theory is that some sort of change in the environment has upset their normal behavior. Therefore, we need to take these developments seriously. Seeing as how you'd witnessed the altered Legiana firsthand, I thought you'd be perfect.
Understood. Then my temporary partner here will hunt the subspecies, while I provide support and compile detailed reports for analytics.
Very well. I'm counting on you two.
You've been tasked with investigating the new subspecies. I look forward to working with you, temporary partner.
I think one of the reasons why a lot of people like the serious handler is, as her name suggests, she does take her job seriously and she doesn't really goof around. And she also doesn't constantly talk about food.
Huh?
Let's see. Soft soil, which I never got in my console playthrough until I started Iceborne, is useful for extending the existing effects of your fertilizers. If we go and drop that onto the farm every time we come back from a quest, then it'll extend out what we've already added, which is pretty handy. Alright, let's take a look at the gear we got for taking out Viper Toby. Don't think there's a poison greatsword. Let's look. This is the Puke Puke line. Yeah, there isn't a Viper Toby Kadachi greatsword, unless it splits from the regular Toby Kadachi, which I think is this one up here. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. One thing I mentioned that I'll just show real briefly, in the Gunlance tree, which we haven't looked at all in the playthrough, this particular Gunlance down here, the Crimson Ember, is one of the better early Master Rank Gunlances for the long shelling type. This is one of the first ones that I created when I switched over to that particular style. As we hunt more monsters and open up more equipment types, I do plan on building a complete Gunlance armor set, and I'll probably make this weapon. We need high rank, I believe this is mostly high rank stuff, and then it splits down here into the master rank line. But I'm going to need a couple specific skills to get a focus-based long shelling build. But that's something I'm going to do at some point once we get more options. The gun lance is probably my favorite weapon in Monster Hunter World, and that was my main weapon through my console playthrough of Iceborne as well. So I think it'd be fun to build a pretty close to console armor loadout, and then take that on some quests and kind of explain how that weapon works. For Viper Kodachi's armor, it's pretty much just a color swapped version of the standard one. The coat has a different texture pattern on it though that's reminiscent of the patterning on Viper's body. The head has evade extender, which extends your evasion distance, which is always useful. The chest has quick sheath and evade extender, which is pretty useful. Let's see. Right now we just have stamina surge on our Bayo Mail. Viper Kodachi comes in at a higher base defense as well. But for now, we won't worry too much about that because as we get more useful parts from monsters, the core greatsword set we're going to build is going to be different from this. There's not much point to farming up these earlier monsters right now. Hands on Viper set, poison attack and evade window. Waist has constitution and quick sheath, and the feet have evade window and constitution. Overall, it's not a bad set. Quick sheath is always nice for weapons that put away slowly. It seems like this one is surprisingly geared towards evasion. The complete set has evade extender 3, which is maxed out, quick sheath 2, evade window 2, constitution, poison resistance, paralysis attack. Wouldn't be too bad for a couple of the other melee weapons. I'll have to think about that. The beta set, pretty much the same but different color options, and it has a more simplified skill set in exchange for more customization slots. Overall, nothing we need to worry about at the moment. I will say, since the Paolumu subspecies is on the list of things we need to do, I'm going to see if I can forge a sleep charm. As we get into master rank, gearing our resistances against what we're fighting is going to be more and more important. And because I don't have a lot of decorations to slot into my armor, the only way we're going to be able to do this effectively is by using charms. And I think we're going to be in a similar situation to where we were with Viper.